if you can't control your dogs, how you gonna run the country? How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Joe Biden's dogs biting people yet again. Well, not dogs, plural, but his most recent dog. He had one dog called Major that was biting people, Secret Service, and other random people. His most recent dog has bitten 7 people, including a Secret Service agent who got sent to the hospital. Now, I mean, at a certain point, are we going to get this guy a dog trainer? What's going on inside the home? Okay, look, you got one daughter. She's a wreck. You got all kind of stuff in the diary, very inappropriate. I won't go down that road, so I digress. You got your other boy. He starts smoking crack. What's going to inspire a young person, or at this particular age, a middle-aged guy in the 50s, what's going to inspire that person to start smoking crack? What kind of childhood trauma are you trying to escape? Okay, you have all of that going on in the household. Then you have these dogs that cannot stop biting people. What is going on? How are you going to be the president with a dog that literally bites? Now, before I go any further, we got an article here. The dog's name is Commander, and he has been accused of, quote unquote, accused of biting 7 people. Now, I can understand one situation, it might be, dog might get a little bit excited and be playing a little bit too much, and he's just kind of biting in the air, not really in an aggressive way, and maybe somebody gets nicked up or something like that. I understand that, but I think that is still inappropriate for a presidential dog to be doing stuff like that. But no, we're talking about actual bites. You sent a Secret Service agent to the hospital as a result of one of your bites, Commander. And again, the previous dog, Major, was doing the exact same thing. They had to basically give away Major to a family friend. So are we going to see the same thing happen here? Is it going to be a third dog? Is that dog going to bite people as well? What's going on? Let's go ahead and get into the article. And of course, I will link to everything in the box. But President Biden's Pooch Commander is not some sweet, loving pet, but rather a complete menace to society. Commander, a 2-year-old German Shepherd, went on a 4-month rampage, biting 7 people, including at least 2 Secret Service agents, according to an internal Secret Service memo obtained by the New York Post. Now, I don't know how the New York Post got that particular memo, but it is what it is. Now, the dog looks pretty nice looking little pup, but check it out. What's this again? A German Shepherd. They're like number 3 on a list of biters, behind Pits, obviously number 1, number 2 Rottweilers, Rots, and then number 3 would be German Shepherd. But Pits are above and beyond all other dog breeds, and Rots are not necessarily right below them, but they're pretty high as well. Pits and Rots are in a class of their own. Then get down to the German Shepherds and the Corsos, all these, dogs like that. So these dogs can bite, but at a certain point, if you have 2 dogs that do the exact same thing, I think that might come down to ownership. All right, get a dog trainer, please. Get the dog whisperer. I forget my man's name. Get that guy to come in here to stop this dog from biting. Make it a reality show. Americans love reality shows. I'll watch in every now and again, but let's keep on going. The document states Commander allegedly sank his teeth into one agent's arm and thigh, sending the uniformed officer to the hospital for treatment. So one thing about dogs I know is that a lot of dogs, well, I ain't gonna say a lot because I know people get offended. Not all dogs, not my dog, ABL. I understand. You got the most beautiful, loving, heartwarming dog. I get it. I understand. But some dogs love to bite people in uniforms, whether it be military, fire, but most likely it'll be somebody that's in the FedEx or UPS uniform. Okay, that's very common. I'm seeing plenty of videos of people just leaving the dogs, no leash, in the yard, in the front porch area, and then when somebody comes to deliver a package, the dogs immediately rush them and bite them. I've seen it happen over and over again, but I digress. On a second occasion, Commander was accused of getting toothy with a Secret Service member, biting their arm and hand during movie night at the White House. So you just, watching the movie, chilling, minding your business, all of a sudden, dog just want to bite you for no reason. All right. Now, these are other dogs that presidents have had. Okay. I've not heard about any other president's dog biting people. So what's going on? Do we have a breed problem? Perhaps, but I think it's also an owner problem. Obviously, if you got two separate dogs that do the exact same thing. A third attack occurred at Biten's Wilmington, Delaware home, where commander gnawed on a security technician. So now we're talking about random people. And of course, commander allegedly carried out 4 other quote unquote nibbling assaults. The revelations come after Biten's other K9 major got booted from the White House for his hostile behavior, even losing his title as first dog. Major was turned over to the care of a family friend after chewing on an agent back in 2021. And of course, this is what I'm saying right here. Mr. President, please call a dog trainer ASAP. I'm saying the exact same thing. Now, here is a video of the previous dog, Major. This is from 2 years ago. When is this? 2021, March 30th, 2021. So this is the previous dog. Ignore the little sea lion right there. This is just a local news clip in the beginning. And I will link to this, of course, in the description. What are they trying to catch? Like, what's going on with this opening montage? I don't get it. Okay, we got a squirrel eating pizza. Great. Okay.
Major news. Major, President Biden's dog, was involved in yet another biting incident.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, Major.
The incident involved a National Park Service employee who was working at the time but needed treatment from the White House medical unit out of an abundance of caution.
So he had to get treated right there on the scene. He gets bit, probably bleeding everywhere, and has got to get treated right there on the scene. Maybe he could have got sent to the hospital, but, you know, that might have been a little bit too, you know, you're going to have the ambulance pull up to the front of the White House and carry somebody off because they got bit by the White House dog. That's crazy.
The employee later returned to work without injury. The 3-year-old German Shepherd previously caused a minor injury to a Secret Service agent earlier this month.
Are they downplaying dogs biting people? Is that what we're doing? Look, you got a dog in the White House. You got to control your dog. I mean, I don't care. You got a dog anywhere. Control your dog, please. I mean, like, what are we even talking about?
Bad boy.
Are they mistreating this dog? Why?
That's a good question. Like, are they mistreating the dog? Like, what are they doing? Are we doing like Michael Vick type dog fighting? Like, what are we doing?
Why is he biting? My dog doesn't go around biting random people.
They're saying
but your dog
that
isn't a rescue.
Yeah, and they're saying that he's still getting used to it.
Whatever. Because now we got another dog doing the exact same thing. So maybe there is some mistreatment. My man right here on the right-hand side, okay, with the creative player hairstyle, looking real snazzy. I think he's right on point.
Switches.
I do like that Robert took the child psychology side of this whole thing.
My child doesn't do that. So, but Bobby,
I like how
your
Robert
child is
also
a rescue.
reframed it. Robert reframed it to make it seem like he was the victim in this situation,
Right.
which is great. The man who bought his dog from a Target.
Okay, so he's one of those guys. Adopt, don't shop. You want to know? I can tell. I can see his face. But anyway, I digress. Let me come back so you can see me clearly. Yeah, Biden, what's going on with your dogs though, sir? This is not one but 2 dogs doing the exact same thing. One dog got expelled from the White House. He got kicked out. He got deported from the White House because he's biting people. And then another dog's doing the exact same thing. Matter of fact, the new dog is worse than the old dog. So you got to deport him too. If the first dog bit like 2 or 3 people and they weren't that serious and you deported him, you got to deport the new one who was worse, who didn't bit not 1, not 2, not 3, but 7 people. He's got to go. It's very simple. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to the dog trainers out there. If you're watching this video, please give the Bidens a ring. Please go to the White House and volunteer your services to stop having these dogs bite on people. Or how about we just don't let them have dogs? Because obviously they can't take care of dogs, let alone human beings. Okay, your hunter, he is raised in the Biden household and grows up to become a crackhead. Ashley, she grows up and doesn't know what's going on, confused, just a complete mess. The Biden household, the Biden administration, anything dealing with them is a disaster. Obviously, we see the evidence of it. We see the crack-smoking son and the ridiculous biting dogs, biting anybody for no random reason at all. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's going on here with the dogs? I mean, why are they continuing to bite people? It's not just one dog, because the one guy was like, oh, it's a rescue. All this. Okay, what about dog number 2, though? And then if that dog goes away and they get another dog and it's doing the exact same thing, maybe the common denominator is the Bitten family, the Bitten household. I don't know what they're doing, if they're abusing it, if it's something kind of weird going on. I have no idea, but there's something awry. There's something wrong here. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.